Welcome back to Factorio Seablock and TSM episode. I'm going to say 87. Doesn't matter if I'm wrong, but it's roughly that. And welcome to my latest error. After carefully creating a train stop that can bring sulfur in here, I then realised that, okay, let's start here. So we're making sulfur dioxide, 1 sulfur for 60 sulfur dioxide. Okay. Down here, we consume 120 sulfur dioxide and we have an output of 4 sulfur. So 2 sulfur in, 4 out. We're basically doubling the sulfur every time we make one. So this, I've reversed this. I haven't changed this yet, but it's never going to need to order another one. So it's actually going to be a supply station in the not too distant future. Yeah. All right. What's next? We need... does it make sense for me to... No, I don't think it... I was thinking of sort of setting up some agriculture up here or something. But I'm kind of going off that, maybe. So maybe instead, I need to go and kill this thing. And then probably, what's this? That's just a puffer, okay. Then probably just turn this into the tungsten. And fortunately I've got a train right here. I'll try and keep this episode to a slightly more reasonable length. Let's go. Can we get to there? Yeah, so everything's going to be basically around the wrong way. Don't wait here, just go. Around the wrong way relative to our blueprint, but them's the breaks. Them's the breaks. Alright. You stay there. What are you doing? Oh, that's probably from the blueprint, right? What are you? Small worm. Ooh! You can actually reach me, can you? Ah, that's right. We upgraded our sniper turrets. I should clear that one out and put our sniper turret 2 in there. I can get you from back here, buddy. Not so flash now, are you? Alright. We've already got that one, so that's not the one that I'm after. Do I have... yeah, that's basically what we want. Of course, the... what are they called? Signals that go this way and at the top will be completely wrong. So we're going to have to do something about that. But let's whack that down first of all. If any signals were placed, let's remove them. Basically... I don't think you should actually exist. Which would mean you don't exist either. There's definitely some issues here. That shouldn't happen. That one's okay. Going up the side is okay. I just want to fix this area as well. I don't think this is right. It should be coming this way. Oh, we're playing our silly game again. And yeah, we shouldn't be going which way? That one is suggesting what we should be going down, which means I think this one should not be here. That looks correct. That looks incorrect. Yeah. That's more or less how it's supposed to go. Okay. So, what we need to do now is grab our... Oh, come on, guys. Turn off. Grab our Mark II Roboport and get this area here. Oh, I don't think I have any more of these to deal with this thing. Maybe we can get away without dealing with it. Yeah, let's... I don't want to have to do all that again. This station... Do you know what? It might be worth while removing these things. Just so I don't have to worry about it again. So if I turn my bots on now, hopefully they'll prioritize rail. We are getting some rail built. Maybe it was a little bit too much to ask to expect them to just do rail. Come on, this piece here. Thank you. Off you go. Okay, so we now need to come down to here, where I will extract you can just wait for me, mate. This doesn't need to be here. The Ghost Reader doesn't need to be here. What are you? You are the Roboport 2. I might keep the constant combinator as well. That should be fine. Come back up here, say. And wait. Just had to sneeze. Okay, so where is our station? There it is. We need a station. Wait, whoops. Yeah, basically there. And we need our RoboPort Mark II, pretty much placed up as high as possible. Oh, you're powered. And you need some of these. 3 should do. Oh, I should have probably grabbed those boxes as well, but never mind, I can make another couple. We are going to need a general box for these guys, and you don't need to exist. Ghost Reader. Okay, Ghost Reader. What did I do with the Ghost Reader? There it is. I might bring it over here a bit more. You need a green wire there, and you need a red wire from there. Okay. Maybe I should take this opportunity to get blasting charges. Minus 1000, and add that in here, in the hopes that it will never add blasting charges to the equation. Alright. I think we're done for now. So the idea is, as per normal, we just let this build out the area, and when it's done, we'll come back and see about tweaking it so that tungsten can be built there. I just have to check to see if we have a sufficient supply of some of the materials that are being requested. We obviously have some. We obviously don't have any rail. I know it's not doing anything useful with rail, but I'll give it some anyway. That is unimportant. It needs some of those. Do you actually have some of that? 29k. Alright, it's doing the main stuff that we need it to do. So we can leave that alone. Alright. Next on our hit list. Well, I have my doubts that the amount of naphtha that comes down here is adequate. I mean, there is actually 0 at the moment. So that's fairly indicative that we need to increase our naphtha somewhat. I probably don't need all this rail anymore. I'll just do it this way. Alright. So, I haven't looked at it recently, but I have previously looked at the naphtha. Oh, I needed to add one of these things too, I think. I'm not sure if I did that online. I've previously looked at the naphtha And everything must have come to a complete halt for some reason. What are we actually missing? We are missing... We have these things. We have none of these things. It looks like... no green circuits and no glass. Green circuits is because of solder. Glass is... no tin. Oh yeah, tin is actually a pressing concern. Tin and to a slightly lesser degree the silicon. I think that's silicon there. So we actually have silicon. So our tin is here. It's only at 11k, so it's still some distance away from ordering a train. Our problem seems to be... oh, aside from anything else, this is actually completely full. Both of them are completely full. And we don't need zinc or cobalt. That's very awkward. I was going to suggest I just build up this area a little bit more, but the fact that we've been completely jammed as a consequence of too much cobalt and stuff, cobalt and zinc. Well, we do have an excess of these guys, so at least that is going to make some space for us. But tin's a long way away. I mean, where I'm going with this basically is this. There is no point just doing another one of these. We'd be better off doing this recipe that makes tin ore and silicon. The only thing is it also makes slag, which is just blocking this up, although we do have a means of getting rid of the slag. I seem to remember I was unimpressed with the rate at which we were getting rid of it, but we do have a means to get rid of the slag. Yeah, it only works if there's actually demand for it. Oh. 2 over there as well, and these are almost full. So that's what happens when you don't have enough tin. At least we have a small amount of space here now. $37. So what we could do is we could build this out using this sort of format and just do that basic recipe. And I think either we're going to do that, or I just need to do an outright tin, which would be tin ore. Which I guess would be this one. And then we'd have to do the mineral catalyst. But we'd just be making tin ore. Maybe I have a slight leaning towards that one. I'd have a strong leaning towards it if it would make the fluorite ore, because I believe if I have a look here, we're just cutting through this. And I don't think we're making anywhere to replace it. So that's another issue, but let's deal with tin. I think I am going to go for the dedicated tin, just to avoid getting choked with slag. Alright, let's head over there. But let's head over there with something useful, which would probably be... I probably don't need more than... Where's the other place I do that? Here? No, not there. Here. There's no way I need a full row of... Is it 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, it's only 8. But I don't need a full row. So... 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 would suffice. So that's 10. These two should be 10 though. Wait a minute, what's going on here? Oh, we're missing a bit of landfill and another row. So it should be 1, 2, 3, but it's only one. I mean, I guess this one could be the mineral catalyst then, because that would probably be sufficient, and then I could just increase these by 2. So 10, 14, 20, 26, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 33. 33 crystallizer 1s. Fairly sure I had some, or maybe I got rid of them. Crystallizer 1s, 30, what was it, 33? 33. What else are we going to need? I guess a bunch of belt. Let's get, say, 400. And maybe some yellow inserters. 50. We've got ore sorting facilities and ore crushers. Is 10 going to be enough? Yes, it should be. In which case, if they can hurry up and get me my stuff, I'm just about ready to head out. Oh dear. So we need... Oh no, don't go back up there. Oh, you poor little things. I obviously need to put some more charging on. We've got our 33, okay. Let's call that quits. Let's get over there. I probably need to go down at least to here. Now I'm going to assume our train is out and about. Yeah. And I really should get a charging pad for these guys as well. Because of course they're building way up here first. Like you do. Anyway. I don't really understand the dev's idea with bots doing the furthest away items first. To me it would make a lot more sense to do what's closest. Especially if you're moving, you want what's closest done first, because you're probably moving towards what you want done. You don't want things that are far away from you taking priority. Alright. You idiots can have a go first. And then... Alright, I'm going to try... So, Control C gave me a blueprint that I didn't want. I'm going to try Shift Control C. And... that did nothing. I have a blueprint that I don't want. So that didn't work. Never mind. Oh, what we want to be doing is slightly different to what these things are saying. Before any of them start firing up with this incorrect recipe. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. Okay. Not that. Tin ore. Stirritite. Stirritite. And this one can be the mineral catalyst. Okay. Change your recipe to stereotype crushing. Oh, they're all sorting facilities 1. We want the version 2. I don't think I actually need that extra one, but what the hell. And you guys are going to do tin. Okay. This might be slightly challenging. This is the output though. So the input is basically two lines. Your output is, yes, you've got some unfortunate stuff there along with the stuff that we actually want. This stuff. Other side. Right. Control X. I don't want your minerals and stuff, guys. I think it's pretty obvious that we're going to need faster belts here. Which also means that we need these guys. Or is that express stack inserters? That'd be better. Red belt. Okay. You also need one of these. can do is go in like that, add a little bit more landfill along here. Which can be our catalyst. We don't actually need a yellow belt of it, but we're getting a yellow belt of it. There we go. Let's give this some yellow from about here. Maybe a bit of yellow from, whoops, from there. Did I get any more pipe? No, from the looks of things. Oh, we need pipe there as well. Pipe and power. What about some inserters? I might go every second being a nair here, just because if I put them all at the end, the pressure of the mineral sludge will probably be less by the time it gets to the end. And over here, let's use fast inserters because we like them. You can pick up long. And on the other side. Each one's going to have one near, one far. So aside from some pipes, and what about some inserters? Do we have enough? We have some more inserters actually. Okay. Let's do that. I don't need all these guys anymore. We do need some pipe. What about power poles? I think we're going to be fine on power poles. There we go. Oh, what's in here? Not the right sort of pipe. Interesting. Might take the transport belt. Okay, how are we doing for time? We're doing quite well. We actually finished this off, which will have meant we'll have achieved something positive. How is our build over here going? It's still a bit slow because we have done our old trick of not providing any extra charging. Wonder how this is actually doing. Oh yeah, we're getting a little bit more landfill. We may have actually had a tin delivery at this point. Doesn't really look like it, unless something else is causing... I guess that's tin? No. No, we can't have had tin yet. Yeah, it's still only 13k, so that just goes to show you all that time we spent building and it's hardly anything. Was there anything else we needed to make this work? I don't actually think so. Alright. I really need faster legs. Quite possibly a few more paths. But I think I can actually make faster legs. I know I checked last episode, I think it was, whether I could make fusion, but I don't believe I can yet, so that's a very good reason to invest in higher tech, higher military tech. I think we need it all anyway. That was a fairly deliberate point of Bob's with SpaceX, was to force you to get to the end of the tech tree for all tech trees, including the military tech tree. So we're going to have to do the military tech soon. Is that the right stuff? Yes, it must be. So we're getting tin. Success. Tin is at 13. Hopefully this massive increase is enough. Yes, this one got a bit of a jump. This looks a lot like some fast belt is required. That seems to be a lot better. 14. So we're still getting a bit of the crushed stone, but that's a lot better than what it had been. Why can you not? Oh, good grief. Yeah, that's just annoying, really. So we're asking for the crushed stone. But we're not using crushed stone fast enough. 18k. What about these other ores? Are any of them at all close to 17k with the cobalt? So no with the cobalt. What are the other ones in here? Not in there, in here. Cobalt, and I think it's zinc. I think that will sort itself out. Let's have a look over here. You're traveling backwards and forwards with nothing again. Okay. What is it that you're trying to order? Okay. Let's go down there. Sort out something that we can sort out. Rather than continuing to worry about these things that perhaps we can't just at the moment. I should run over here so I'm a little bit closer to the network. Oh, that's a problem as well, isn't it? Come on, guys, deliver your stuff. So what do we need? That looks like normal fast inserters. And not very many. It looks like a pump. Oh, I don't need all these crystallizers anymore, guys. Seriously. Yes, a normal offshore pump. There's one of them. Is that a Mark 1 or a... I think it's a Mark 1. Clarifier times 1. That looks like a tank. I can't build because of a lack of iron. Three of these. I can only build one, also because of a lack of iron. That's not bad. Oh no, that's a chem plant. Chem plant Mark 1. Also can't build because of a lack of iron. Cobalt and silicon ore. We probably have too much belt being delivered at this point. Let's also get rid of these ores. Cobalt ore. Where did we put it in the end? Up here somewhere. There. Cobalt ore and silicon ore. Go in there. Now I need some iron. And we're going to make a chem plant 1. 3 of those guys. 1, 2 more. 2 of those guys. And 3 of these. Stone brick. One, two, three. And that should be the entire inventory. This is a train counter. Okay, just move over a little bit, buddy. So the chem plant 1. The 3 of those, the 2 of those, and 1 so far of that. That's a lot of pipes for a tank. I mean, we have to connect up lots of pipes to tanks anyway. I don't know why they need lots of pipes inside themselves. Doesn't seem to make a lot of sense to me, but never mind. No one asked me. Okay. That should deal with the full inventory. Let's have a look. How is tin? 15. 7.4 plus 7.6. And these can't fill up any further until this guy gets picked up, or one of these ones that are over the top, and they're probably not going anywhere. Okay, so we can't do much there. That's looking quite good. Naphtha. We're almost out of time, I think, but maybe we can quickly look at naphtha. Or something, at least something. I've come too far, haven't I? believe I have. Right. So we really need to boost this process. I see, that's... No, it was way up there. I mean, that's way... I may as well... If I'm going to do something that needs one of these, I may as well use this one, right? Or I can just use all this space that we happen to have. Naphtha. And these residuals, that's also becoming a potentially pressing problem. And we have some gas down here, which is building up, which we have no use for currently. But yes, naphtha. I should find naphtha in here somewhere. So there's so many of these that is it? No, it's not alphabetical. It's kind of likes with like. What's that one? Naphtha, there you go. Convert heavy oil to naphtha. No. Catalytic synthesis of naphtha. This is the one we're doing at the moment, I think. There's also this option, which if you add hydrogen gas to the mix, you get a higher, you get more naphtha coming out. What about this one? That's awful. That adds in residual gas. What about this one? Catalytic synthesis of naphtha. You need the red metal catalyst, synthesis gas and carbon monoxide, and you only get naphtha. Now, synthesis gas, I think there's some interesting things coming here from here. That's fuel oil. Mineral oil can become synthesis gas. That's interesting. Synthesis gas and residual. Oh, wait a minute. No, we don't want naphtha to something. We want these ones. Product of carbon monoxide and hydrogen. Residual gas and steam. Oil residuals and steam gives you residual gas. I think this might be one thing where we're heading. Oops, residual gas. Residual gas. Click a recipe to see. I am clicking a recipe, aren't I? Residual gas. Oil residuals can turn into residual gas. Residual gas and steam can turn into synthesis gas. I thought there was a steam cracking Wasn't there a means to get from syngas to naphtha? Am I kidding myself about that now? Maybe I'm going to find this easier. Naphtha. Crude oil. Crude oil plus hydrogen. There you go. Synthesis gas and carbon monoxide, but you need the red metal catalyst. But we can make red metal catalysts. So I'm not too worried about the red metal catalyst potentially. Crude oil and residual. No, that's not very good. And that's definitely not good. I think that's what I actually want to aim for. Where are we? So up there we have a supply of copper and iron, which instead of just supplying to a train, we could send down here. I think I'm going to need a bit more space. Whoops. This stuff is actually getting worse in spite of it getting reprocessed here into methane. You need to be moved down slightly so that I can steal your steam and use it down here. So the residuals synthesis gas, that's interesting. So is that no, that's not what we're after. Now that's interesting. The way to use the base mineral oil if you have too much of it. Residual gas and steam will get us to the synthesis gas. And residual gas oil residuals, steam, and a steam cracker. What's that? How many different machines does Angel have? Steam crackers. Okay, steam crackers. I did say something about stopping, didn't I? Steam cracker. For now, let's just get the base machine. I will stop soon, I promise. Kind of. I almost promise. Okay. That one. So now you need the oil residuals. And that is making residual gas. And residual gas can make petroleum jelly. Residual gas and steam makes synthesis gas in a steam cracker. Missing iron. Oh yeah, it's a little bit slow. I do want to wrap this up very shortly. I might put you... maybe there, so we are making... no, which one is it? Already done that. Residual gas and steam, there you go. Residual gas and steam. So the steam needs to get to there. The gas needs to get to there. And that's making synthesis gas. And synthesis gas can be turned into naphtha if you add carbon monoxide. What do you do that in? You do that in a chemical plant. We need 150 every 4 seconds. What does this one do? 150 every 4 seconds. So we probably want a basic chem plant then. You are doing that one. Yes, you want to be rotated and moved. carbon monoxide. What's this? Oh, dioxide. It's definitely monoxide you need, isn't it? Yes, it is. Is there a simple process to get monoxide from dioxide? Or do I have to... I know it's around here somewhere. Carbon monoxide. If you add hydrogen to carbon dioxide, you can get water and carbon monoxide. What's this one? It's another way of getting carbon monoxide. An advanced chem plant. Okay. I just need to check if I have it. I don't think I have it readily available unless I go way up here somewhere. Yeah. So if we had an advanced chem plant, do I have one? I don't think so. An advanced chem plant. Okay, an advanced chem plant. And if in that we were... Oh. That's interesting. We don't want the nitrogens. We want... up here. Not that. Ingredients. No. Products, synthesis gas. Synthesis gas, carbon monoxide and hydrogen. Okay. Then carbon monoxide. Yeah, so normal chem plant. Making naphtha. Oh. Not quite what we wanted. So that one. We'll make naphtha as long as we feed it iron and copper. And look, we have iron and copper here. We won't probably use enough to I want, yeah, 2 of these. Okay, you can be near and you can be iron, you can be far and copper. How far do we have? Probably a long way. Where are we going exactly? We're just going to here. We're going to a machine that makes catalysts, right? Which would be... okay, one of those sorts of machines. A normal assembly machine. Red catalyst. Okay. Oh, I've only got 2 left, huh? We're just finishing this, tying in the catalyst, the new naphtha, and then we are done. Oh. It's going to steal those from me, isn't it? I didn't click on it again. There, sucked in. It's probably bad. Power. And Mr. Naphtha, you can join celebration like so. Oh, you are going to need some of these, aren't you? The plain metal catalysts. How many do you make at a time? You need at least 10, probably more. Oh, hang on. Yes. Carbon monoxide. Oh, that's right. You've got hydrogen you need to do something with. Where is the nearest hydrogen dump? Maybe we just burn it off. At least for now. Flare stack. And now we have a little bit more naphtha. We have a sink for this collection. Awesome. That'll do. Thanks very much for joining me, guys. Next episode, tungsten. How did tin go? Oh, it got so close and then this thing got filled up again. Okay, what I might do is, between episodes, because obviously we're kind of out of time now, one of those products that, if it's getting close, I might just increase the threshold enough for it to make another delivery, top up again, and then hopefully that means that the tin will finally flow. That's not the tin, it's down here. So that's what we'll be doing. Anyway, thanks very much for joining me, guys. See you next time. Bye-bye for now.